What was you texting me about? Sitting her cap thinking that shit. Nigga study just throwing statistics in my face. Yeah, nigga, the job he bringing up other second options that been with dude for years. Come on, man. I'm trying to get back to what we was just talking about. On my soul, boy. Come on in, man. Come on in, man. Come on in, man. Because they sitting there capping. I don't know if y'all can hear me. They sitting there capping. He studied throwing statistics in my face, and I'm breaking down games. He trying to break down my logic about statistics. Yeah, I'm expecting a second option to step up, minority over majority. I'm expecting a second. Come on up here, Burner. Come on up here. I'm finna go pick up my little brother. We get into this. Come on up here, dog. Here. Hey, hello, can you hear me? Yo, Burner.
Yo.
I can't hear you if you're talking. Look, this is what I'm trying to say. All right, he different. All right, chat. Hold on. Let me try to invite y'all back up again. All right,
Yeah,
can you hear me, Vaughn? Can you hear me, Burner? All right, look. This is what I'm trying to say, dog. He studied, y'all. What I'm saying is, he studied was trying to break down my logic about something. When I'm breaking down the games that he studied, throwing statistics in my face and overall points. I'm trying to break down what's happening in those games. I'm good. This is what I'm gonna start doing for all of y'all. I'm gonna start when I'm watching these games. I'm gonna start tic-tacking every little thing. I'm gonna be like, okay, so at 4 minutes and 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter, he did this. I'm gonna start doing that to y'all. If y'all want to throw all these random ass points at y'all, I'm gonna get real dissecting and start dissecting this shit for real. So I'm sick and tired of this shit. Y'all throwing this shit up in my face, talking about when I'm steady throwing statistics in my face when I'm breaking down the game. Come on, man.
I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Like
Yeah.
he talking about a second. He talking about a second option. He talking about a second option. And I'm saying, yeah, if that's what the second option has shown me he can do, yes, I'm expecting that from him. At times, I want him to step up when the number one ain't doing what he's supposed to do. But nigga, Daniel fucking Gibson, how many times we seen him do that shit with LeBron, man? How many he brought up fucking Klay Thompson and Scottie Pippen, niggas who been playing together for how many years, nigga? Y'all niggas just let him get away with that shit, man.
Yeah, LeBron, he's like,
Come on, man.
he ain't playing good at the
How
same
long can
time.
some? No, tell me. Because Bernie, I saw you agreeing, Burner. Nigga, tell me how many years Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan been playing together, nigga. How many years Klay Thompson and Steph Curry been playing together, nigga? Fuck you talking about? Fuck you mean, man?
His point.
How long them niggas been playing together? Niggas try to bring that shit up as a point.
His point was that
I'm not expecting no nigga to step up for me. We only been playing together for a year, nigga. 2 years, nigga.
His second option.
Nigga ain't never showed me that shit before. Like, what the fuck? And you talking about somebody? Yeah, I'm expecting Klay to do it. If Klay gonna show me that, I expect it from him sometimes, nigga. Because Klay has shown me he can do that, nigga. He showed me he can do that in the finals, nigga. He did that shit versus the Raptors, nigga. So that's why I go on Curry about that shit, about how that game that they lost, he lost because he missed that fucking game-winning jump shot, nigga.
I mean, but listen,
it's
a lot of like nitpicking though, but I'm gonna keep it for real.
Man, it's nitpicking because he's some of the greatest players to ever play the game, and I like that. I like breaking down basketball. I'll break down, like I said, I'm gonna start tic-tacking every little thing for Michael Jordan, Kobe, and Bron. On my soul, boy. I'm with all that.
I mean, at least you keeping the energy for 3 of them though. Like I said, I'm a Bron fan, but Bron, could have played better though. I'll keep 100 with you. They could
Can
have
you
played
still hear
better,
me,
but
dog?
at the same time, them niggas,
Hey, Vaughn, can you still hear me?
yeah.
All right, bet. Keep going.
At the same
I'm gonna start
time,
cursing. So they take me down.
The Spurs, like what's name just said, Coach Brown tried to run the same offense
He
as
did, yes,
Spurs.
he did say that. Facts.
Didn't
I
work.
remember that. Robert Ory, they was running floppy.
Braun, yes, he could have played better, but them niggas was double teamed though. But he could have played better because the first
They,
quarter
they,
of the first quarter of the game one, and they only scored only 2 points in the first quarter.
who?
Braun.
He didn't score no points. He didn't game one. He didn't score no points to the middle of the third quarter. Family, what are you talking about?
Oh, but yeah, field goal wise, he only had 2 points from free throws. You know what I'm saying? That first
Yeah,
game, I understand.
he
First
didn't
finals,
score
first
nothing.
game. Whatever, you start off sloppy. But yes, he could have played
So
better.
you
I
can't say the team was
understand it.
bum, though, Vaughn. That's my point. You can't say the team was a bum when they was playing against a dynasty Celtics team, and they were stepping up when it was also some of their first times in the finals. They were the ones that were keeping him in the game in game one when he wasn't scoring shit. They were scoring on their own dribble. Big Z, they were scoring off their own dribble.
But
He was just throwing
I
turnovers,
expect them
doing
niggas to
all
do that
type of
shit.
dumb
I
shit.
expect them to do that shit.
You say what?
I said that's why, but I expect them to do that shit though.
So if you expecting them to do that and then they do that, nigga, don't call them bums, nigga. Because that's what they were doing. People just lie about that shit like they were just missing every fucking shot. That's a lie.
At the same time, the way they scoring is like they scoring off of just like put back.
No, they were not.
Busket.
That's not true, family. That's not true.
I'm talking about as far as Verajao.
Oh, and he a big man. That's what he's supposed to do.
Yeah,
nigga,
I'm saying he supposed to do.
What did you just tell me?
Daniel Gibson, he's scoring off of transition offense and everything like that.
They were scoring. It wasn't. In that game one, first 3 quarters, it was not no transition offense. Only people that was getting out in transition was the Spurs majority of the time because of LeBron doing dumb shit. It sounds like I'm just targeting him, but what I'm saying is I agree with you.
Like I said,
because of his mistakes. What I'm saying, yeah, his mistakes are louder than their mistakes. And what I'm saying is people try to make their mistakes louder than his mistakes when he the best player on the team, and when he do right, his right gonna be bigger than they right. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. I just feel like
if Big Z would have went off for 25 points and they win the game in the closeout game, the majority of the time we gonna still, let's say Big Z go off for 25 and then Braun go off for 37, right? They gonna say we gonna say majority of the time we gonna say, oh well, Braun went off for that 35. We ain't gonna put as much light on that. We gonna give him credit, but we ain't gonna put as much light on that. Yeah. And I'm cool with that. You get what I'm saying? I'm fine with that. But what I'm saying is, when it's the other way around, don't flip it and just blame it on them. Because what I'm saying is, from my perspective of what I've seen, what I saw from that finals, Vaughn, I feel like they could have won that. People saying he young this, but nobody was talking about how young he was in the previous rounds. That wasn't a factor. So I'm saying, based off of what I've seen in his level of play,
you saying that they could have won the finals or just won the game?
Yes, I feel like they could have won, bro. What I'm saying, because I saw in moments, he was refusing to take jump shots that could have changed the flow of the game down the stretch. It was him. I'm not saying that the other players didn't fold sometimes. I'm not saying that because that's what happens on team sports. It's about how you overcome those disadvantages that's perceived by the outside. You have to overcome those things. So what I'm saying is he lost, but don't make it seem like he didn't have no chance to win. That's not true. When I break down the games and I see these games were not as far off as people make it seem. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying they should just blew the Spurs out and swept them. No. That's not what I'm saying.
I personally feel like they could have got a game or two. I don't think they could have.
You can say that. That's why I feel like, and that's why I say I feel like y'all just watching it through a certain lens of what everybody else didn't do. No, look at what LeBron didn't do.
At least they could have got a game
on the
team.
So he got to do certain things.
If anything,
he got to over. Sometimes you have to realize, sometimes as the best player on the squad, family, you have to overcompensate for your teammates lack of help. You have to.
As a superstar, that's what you're supposed to do.
You got to do that, fam. And he ain't overcompensate. He undercompensated. Feel me? But that's what that is, though.
But I don't.
That's all I'm trying to say, bro.
I don't think they would have won the finals. I'm just saying they could have at least got a game or two. Like I'm not saying it would have went to game 7.
So which one of them games? Did you watch? Did you feel like they couldn't have won? Which one?
They could have won the first game or the third game. Game 1 to game 3.
Man, I can't. What I'm saying is, if we just saying that's a loss, that's cool. But don't give them no excuse for that loss. I don't give nobody no excuse for no
I
losses.
just feel like they should
I
have
don't
won.
give nobody no excuse for no losses. Because if I give them an excuse for a loss, I gotta get everybody an excuse, and I don't give myself no motherfucking excuse. What's up?
But even with like with the narrative with that
I'm
first
cool on the narrative. That's the
with that
narrative. But
first
keep going.
final loss, even with that first finals loss, motherfuckers would have said he still wouldn't have a call with Jordan because Jordan's still 6-0.
You say, wait, say it again. I hear you.
Even with that first finals loss being that early,
Yeah.
people would still be like, oh yeah, he like say like he even with that first finals loss, he still would have. People would say he still wouldn't have called Jordan because he would be 6-0.
Wait, I can't hear you. Say it again.
Even with that first finals loss,
Yeah.
people probably would say he still wasn't gonna catch Jordan because Jordan is 6-0.
And if that's how I gotta be though, family, that's how I gotta be. Because you gotta that shows you that the level of precedence that Michael Jordan set with him being the best player on a championship team. That if you that's just the hard code that's see, you get what I'm saying there? You see
Right.
what you just said, right? You see what you just said, how even if he would have won that, they still, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is listen. What I'm saying is that's the cold hard reality of basketball. Sometimes it's people so great that some people just can't catch up to. And ain't no problem with that. That don't mean that you're not great, fam. That just means that he was greater. That's all that means. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Greater but on a greater team though.
On a greater team because he stayed with that squad and built with them. Scottie Pippen, once again, LeBron James didn't have squads ever too. He in 2017, his squad had a historic offensive run. Historic. He was leading a top 5 offense ever. And you can't, once again, you can't say it's a great team. One dude, he planted his seeds. He waited for them to grow. That's why he lost them first 7 years or whatever. The other dude, he lost his first 7 years and was like, nah, I tried to grow my shit. I tried to grow my plants, but I don't like how slow it's growing. So guess what? I'm going to go buy them out the store. I'm going to go plant them in my garden now. And that's cool, but when you do that, now you're being set to a higher expectation. Now you have to win. You got to make your garden look good. So, but the other dude, the fruits of his labor spawned. The fruits of his labor grew because he planted them and was patient. I promise you. Can you hear me, Vaughn?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yo.
Yeah, I hear you.
I promise you, family. If Mike would have dipped off and went to another team, nobody's calling him the GOAT, bro. I promise you, bro. Nobody.
I feel like the reason why he
I'm
stayed
not
was
saying
because they was able to do what the front office was able to do what they had to do. They did what was necessary.
But once again, I can acknowledge that, but also it still didn't instantly work. That's my point. Did they instantly go to the finals when they had Scottie Pippen? No. They stayed patient. Scottie Pippen wasn't just this amazing player coming out of college. No. He was trash when he first got to the league. Go watch him. He was trash. He developed, though. That's because he was around people like Michael Jordan. That's because he was around Phil Jackson. That's because Phil Jackson made him greater, and Michael Jordan made Phil Jackson greater.
I feel like with the Cavs organization, they tried to get back where they was in 07 and didn't because the pieces around them ain't right. Like, yeah, Legowski's like LeBron had Legowski's, but it's like having Shaq.
That's my point,
I feel
though.
like having him putting Shaq on their team was a slap in the face. Like,
they won 66 games that year, family.
Yeah, 66. They did. They did one. They did one. And it's
but the thing is, he barely played though, so I ain't even tripping on Shaq.
Yeah, that's
he
right.
He didn't really play, so I'm not even tripping on that. But even when he did play, they did make it work. So like I said, they made it work, fam. Only thing I'm saying is, eventually, you stick that shit out. I feel like he was right there on the cusp of doing something in Cleveland, right there. He was right there, and he was like, "Fuck it." And power to him. He said he wanted to go where he wanted to go.
But he
play
said
with some
fuck
of
it
the best.
because it was a lot of shit. Excuse my language. Excuse my language
No,
and
you
shit.
good. You good.
It was a lot of shit that
Go
caused the play. It was a lot of shit that played a role with him leaving Cleveland. Though it's
At the
like
end of the day, family, it's all speculation. I'm just going based off of what is known. You get what I'm saying? So you can say that, this, and that. I'm just going based off of what is known from my perspective of what I see about basketball and everything else outside of that.
because LeBron
I
left.
feel like he would have been more respected as a player if he would have won. Then I feel like nobody would have criticized him as much if he would have left afterwards, because he like, man, I paid my dues over here. I got y'all a championship in this bum ass organization. I'm young. I'm finna dip out, go hoop with somebody else. We finna run the score up over there. But I did what I had to do for y'all. Like I said, it's much appreciation to him because he did give them something that they didn't have at that time or for the last 10 decade, right? I give him that. But what I'm saying is those upper echelon players like a Michael Jordan, they stick that shit through. And like I said, I'm not blaming him for not doing that because that just shows the grit of Michael Jordan. They stayed through. He's like, I'm gonna develop with what I got. And I like I said, I'm not blaming him I'm not mad at him for leaving or none of that. That's what he chose to do. But when you leave, family, and you go choose to play with some of the best players in the league outside of where you was, you're held to an even higher expectation. And when you lose, it get put even more on Front Street. That's why it look as big as it do, bro. Hold on. Yeah, they all in there. Other love. I know they turned up. They mad because I kicked them, Bond. I ain't give a fuck. I had to get my ISO. I ain't care. Like, because you see, bro, you heard me though. When they cooking, I be quiet. I let them get their shit off.
No, I just like it was to me. It was the old nigga talking shit. I'm like, hold up.
They was all talking. Y'all was all talking.
Now I responded to the old nigga because he told me to shut the fuck up, and I wasn't even talking to the nigga. Like I was just saying,
he wasn't talking to you, family.
Oh man, I'm about to say, I was like, what the fuck?
No. Hey, fam. He was talking to Martha and to Lil Burner. He wasn't talking to you because you wasn't even speaking about nothing that happened. You was talking to the niggas in the comments. I remember.
Yeah, I was what the fuck?
Yeah, he wasn't talking to you, dog. He wasn't talking to you. It was funny though. It was funny. But no, you get what I'm trying to say though, bro? Like I said, I'm the stuff I'm breaking down is not even just specifically on the court, but I'm not tripping. If you feel like you hold LeBron to a certain standard, if you this, you that, that's cool. What I'm saying is I feel like we give him too many excuses. People say the era is tough for comp, right? But well, in comparison to what okay, so let's do this. Every generation is gonna have more skilled players. You get what I'm saying? But the basis and foundation of what the criteria is for you to be the best player ever, to me, and what I've seen, and for based off of what I've watched, is to dominate regardless. That's what I'm saying, and to win regardless of. Because before Mike got there, you can argue that the people then when Mike started to hoop in the 80s and the 90s was saying that, well, it was niggas. Well, the niggas now is better than y'all from before, so by default, we better now. You know what I'm saying? That's for everybody. That's how it's always gonna be. It's always gonna be more skilled players. It's always gonna be better players. That's just how it go, bro. Come on, Martha. Where you at, baby?
Is you outside, nigga?
Yeah, I'm picking up my little brother. I walk to pick up my brother. I wear a 40-pound vest every day and walk. But no, like I said, bro, players of new generations. I don't like the excuse of comp because players of new generations, players are gonna get better, bro. Players are gonna get more skilled because it's more science, more film, and all that. But the status quo remains. You must win, bro. You must win and you must dominate when you win. You must win and dominate. Your domination must be your winning. Your winning must be your domination.
So
you have to win as much as the standard that was upheld to me.
So Bill Russell the GOAT?
If I was, let's break that down now. Let's do that, Martha. Like I said, I spoke to. I've already dispelled that logic about him. I put him in a different rank. I feel like he's the foundation. If I was to rank them, I feel like he's one of the foundation of basketball. But I feel like, therefore, in the modern era, in comparison to all the other players that have more statistics and things that you can point to show why they're better, it's unfair to him to compare him to them. And we can't. It's hard for us to go back and watch as much of his film because they don't have as much film as they do now. So we looking at blank stats in comparison to where we can look at players now.
Nah, you can definitely find his game,
and also we can go deeper. Also the ABA and the NBA and how it was divided. Certain players couldn't come unless they did a certain years in college, and certain players back then couldn't go to college because of how racist they were back then. So what I'm saying is, so when you put all that into a factor, I give him his praise for what he did. But once again, I have to separate it because of the majority over the minority of what other players, modern players, have forward statistically, film, and all that we can look at to see what impacted what and why impacted what and how this happened and how that happened.
But you can go watch his film though.
You say what?
You can definitely go watch his film.
No, it's not as much. They don't have the only way I watched some of his film. They don't have every finals.
Yeah, no,
that's a cap. I've looked for every final. That's a lie.
You can still watch his film. And you can see
his impact. Once again, I can go watch all the MJ films. I can go watch all LeBron.
Wait, so you're gonna dock them?
I can watch all the Shaq.
And watch his film?
I can watch all of Kobe. I can watch half of Kareem damn near. I can watch more. I can watch a lot of Magic. I can watch a lot of Bird.
Are you docking him because you can't watch his film?
Huh?
Are you docking him?
Did you not listen to nothing else I said prior to?
No, I'm asking.
That's a part of it. Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Because like I said, I don't like to just look at it. Because the reason I'm saying to that standard of Michael Jordan, because I wouldn't just be saying that if I didn't watch him, bro.
I'll be right back.
I'm not just gonna fall. You say what? Oh, he said he's gonna be right back. I'm not just gonna. He say, bro, you top tier smart. I'm dead. I'm not just gonna say something that I can't go look at and base my knowledge upon. You say what, Chayden? What's up, bro? Give me a hug. What's up? You good? Dab me up. What's up, baby? What's up? Hey, but what I'm saying is, so I don't like the Bill Russell argument. Because when I say winning,
I never entertained a Bill Russell argument because Bill Russell played in a different era where like it was easy for him. Like that was easy work for real.
Yeah, and like I said, I still got to give it to him because I still have to give it to him because the output is the output. But what I'm saying is, like I said, Vaughn, I can't go look at certain statistics that I can look at for majority of players now. I can't go look at certain film that I can look at for majority of players now. It's certain context with the ABA and the NBA, how they had some of the best talent in the ABA, and it was split up from the NBA. You know what I'm saying? So it's so many things, so many factors that are missing that I can't go and look at to provide and show why. If I could go look at all those things and I can clearly see, damn, this shit was crazy, I would give it to him. You get what I'm saying? But I can't. I can't do that though. On my hand.
So let me so who is your top 5 all time?
I ain't got no top 5, but I'm thinking about making one, bro. I don't like to look at them individually, but I'm thinking about making one. Cause I've been watching even more film. I've been watching more film than I ever watched before, bro. I'm telling you, I done watched the 1991 series like 5 times over, bro. Snap. Come on. Hey, come on up here. Where Mark at? He needs to come back because he just tried to hit me with that Bill Russell logic.
Gang.
I took that Bill Russell logic. Come on.
Wait, who did?
Hey, but no. Like I was telling Vaughn, Burner and Lil Burner, I was saying the competition argument, it only stands to me when you did as much as the one previous before you in terms of domination and winning.
Okay.
Like because if we're just looking at it from an evolutionary perspective, right? What do we know? As time goes on, I don't like to say time, I don't believe in time, but as experience goes on, people are going to get better because more resources are given to them, right? So that means that it has to be some type of underlying thing that makes somebody better than somebody else.
So, hey, Chaz, I'm not gonna lie, me and the other burner was just in the other live, and like I said, so we was talking about literally not trying to go back to the subject, but the 2007 thing. I told the burner that I said, how do you know that? Because he told me, he was like, again, going back, he said that they didn't have help to win. And I said, that's low-key a hypothetical. And he was like, I said, because I said no offense. I said if LeBron
It is
played
a
good,
hypothetical, Bernie. It is.
exactly. And I said if
That they
LeBron
didn't.
played, I
He
said if
didn't have help.
LeBron played good, I said how do you know that team wouldn't have overachieved or the teammates wouldn't have played better?
Facts. Let me
And no offense, what he did was he named me stats, and he said, well, they were highly. He said the 2017 was highly. What did you say, Twin? You said
I said the Spurs were a superior team
your
to the
team.
Cavs, and you said
facts.
how?
Hey, facts.
And,
But just like you said to me, Bernie. And what did you say to me about 2018? You gave him more props because he overachieved and did something that people didn't think he could do, or something that you didn't think he could do, right? So what I'm saying is, so it was a possibility for him to win that because he got there. So if he would have won, perceived by the public, even though I don't like going with that, they would have said he overachieved. And me looking at what I saw, it was if you going based off of what the Spurs were and the type of team that they were, if he would have won, I would have agreed too.
So let me say another thing, Chaz. Hey, Chaz, though, it's the whole thing. It's the whole thing. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, obviously, you have a chance to win, but just my whole point was just the Spurs were just a way better team, bro. That's just my.
But the finals is not supposed to be 50-50.
Wait.
Bro, okay, what does that have to do with the Spurs being the better team?
I have an
team is going to be better in the finals. There's a team that's going to be better.
Hold on, brother.
There's teams that are going to be better than the previous ones you faced.
For everybody on the panel, do y'all feel like the Pistons overachieved when they beat the Lakers?
Yeah.
Okay, who was the significantly better team?
The Lakers.
Okay. So thank you. So people can overachieve even it's not perceived for them to win, because you can see in the games. You can see in the games where they have moments and they can do things to nullify what the other team is doing.
The 04 Pistons.
No offense, we was just saying this same thing earlier about Curry in 2014 when people were down to him. People were saying he couldn't do this. He couldn't beat LeBron. Nobody had him winning the finals. So it's like it's all about. No offense, like I said, it's all about when somebody does. Y'all say somebody can't do something, but when they do it, it's like that's all we could go off of.
The 04
Spurs
Pistons
lost too. They was up 3-2. They was up 3-2 in 2014.
The 04 Pistons was an actual good team, though.
Bro. Okay. Yes, from the perspective of that time,
they were an actual great team. They were a great team. The Cavs were not.
I don't feel like the gap between LeBron James and his squad and their squad was that
Bro,
big. Based off of what
that's literally arguably the best team ever.
Like I said, I was making an how do you say it? It's called an analogistical correlation between the two subjects of matter. What I'm trying to say is they did something, even though they were much better than that Cavs team. I'm not connecting them to the other Cavs team. What I'm saying is they overcame the doubt of the outside perception from what people were looking in from the outside. So what I'm saying is you can't clearly say that when you watch the games, you can see he could have impacted the game in different ways down the stretch of those games and throughout key moments in those games to where they could have won. What I'm saying is you saying that they could not have won for sure. He's either telling me one or two things. At that time, you were telling me that he's not that great, or two, I ain't even gonna say or two, but keep going.
Oh no! Can I ask a question?
I've been said,
Aaron. Now, Aaron, if you're gonna say LeBron did not have help, that a championship team did not have the help to win. Okay, did KD have the help to win in 2012? Even though KD had the better team.
You've been trying to get that off.
He had Yes,
you can't say.
But how is that? But KD, but going by your logic, LeBron had the better team, the best players.
Though, if LeBron had the better team, are you serious? The Thunder was
in 2012.
The Thunder were like a top 3 offense and a top 10 defense. What are you talking about?
Wait, just like who? So you're telling me that just like who in 2007?
Yeah, and they were out of the top 10 offensively. Yes, they were
11.
Okay, 2007, who had a better talent?
10 or more games. Let's not do that. Because I don't like to do that. I do 10 or more games played. With 10 or more games played, they were the third best offense. Wasn't they? Go look, please.
Ooh.
The Cavs, they were third or fourth. With 10 or more
Hold on, I'm finna just check where they were.
Damn. Okay. That's what I'm talking.
Defensively,
I don't like to just look at the I don't like to just
Vaughn. Vaughn. The Cavs were good defensively.
Yeah, no, they were good defensively.
They were the team. Technically, they were the first best defense because the team ahead of them only played like 6 games.
Damn.
They were good. They were good defensively, but offensively, I mean, like I said, Bron, his skill set out. He's not a consistent mid-range
So
jump shooter. He
now
can shoot
we're
them,
going
but he
deeper,
can't.
Vaughn. That's the point, Vaughn. So now we're talking about his game.
In
So
the regular
what you're
season
you're telling me, Vaughn. So what you just inferred to me based off of what you just told me that they could have done something differently because of his game, not because it was just they were outmatched. His game. You just told me at that time his game. So now we're talking about him as an individual basketball player
and
and how he
throughout that
impacted games for
entire
us to
season,
win.
Chaz, throughout that entire season, the Cavs were the 18th best offense in the league. That is not a good
I'm fine
offense.
with that. I'm fine. And they, like
That's
I said, I'm fine with that.
garbage,
When I watch you and whoa, what you doing? Don't cross yet. We're crossing down there. When I watch you in those moments, when I'm watching these games, I'm seeing that these games can be corrected if he step up and even say fuck it. I would have been cool with him if he at least chose to take the mid-range jumper. You get what I'm saying, Burner?
So you saying you been okay if he's done with the Kobe
yes,
game?
if he would have lost, listen. If he would have lost because he was at least trying to take what they were giving him rather than force what he wanted to force, that was fine, because you have to realize when the whole team is loading up on you in the paint and taking some away from you, now when you try to force through that, you gonna get a couple buckets because you're just that good. What I'm saying is that's hurting your team more than it's helping it.
Facts.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, LeBron in Game 4 took 30 shots, bro.
He was putting up them shots. He was trying, bro.
You good? Come on.
Yeah, but only made 10 of them.
He was missing, bro.
Now he like I said, so in those moments,
forcing it. That's what he was doing. He was forcing it.
I just don't like the excuse of players being young.
Wait. And who was the second best player? Who was the second best player on that team?
We can say Arion, why did the Miami Heat make it to the finals this year? Nobody, they're nowhere we're closely to no other team.
Oh shit.
Bro, first off, the Miami Heat
are top 10 in defense and they're not even they're nowhere near top 10 in offense.
Come on,
What year?
This year, nigga, this year.
Why are you wait, say it again?
Why are you yelling, my name?
Wait, why are you bringing up the Heat this year? I thought you were talking about LeBron.
My whole point of saying
we good, baby, go ahead.
My whole point of saying it was because we talk about teams and how they, go to the finals. And I'm saying that, no offense, I said teams that overachieve are just like the ones no offense, the Heat. The reason why Jimmy Butler gets overhyped, Arion, is because why? He overachieved this year with the Miami Heat, even though, they had the narrative that he had undrafted players, right? And I'm not saying that the production gave him the same role players, or the same production. My whole reason of saying this is because how you talk about overachieving. Arion, be honest with yourself. Did you have the Miami Heat even touching the finals last year before you?
Oh, that's what you say. You said they were in the top 5 offense and they made the finals?
Yeah.
Oh, congrats. They beat an injured Giannis. Clap.
Oh, come on, bro.
Clap.
Come, Arion, let's not act like they didn't beat the Knicks.
Let's
not act like the Celtics are not a good team, Arion.
Wait, so who better? Who better?
Wait, Julius Randle popping off?
I have a question.
What?
And they won with him dropping off, even though they
congrats, nigga, y'all beat a Spurs team who, yes, was better than y'all, but Tim Duncan played like shit in game 3 and 4, dropping 13 and 14 points, shooting shitty.
Tim Duncan literally.
We could do that. We could go back and forth, but I'd rather just talk about basketball.
Tim Duncan literally led them.
Shit.
Wait.
Come on, Burner, hit back.
Tim Duncan literally led that team in rebounds, blocks, steals.
He's the center.
And he was elite defensively.
What do we expect him to do?
Burner got me crying right now.
How did he drop off?
Hey, just like.
That's like trying to compare a shooting guard in the center and saying this. The center has more rebounds.
I got a question.
No.
I got a question.
You must have heard me say steals. You must have heard me say
this for the panel. I got a question for the panel.
Who got PlayStation 5?
No, you said he dropped off, so we finna see if he dropped off, because I know you lying.
I got a question.
Let's see.
You're talking about in the finals. Go look, nigga.
I got a question for the panel.
Hey, Burner,
so who is better? No, I have a question. Better individually as a player. Who is better, 2007 LeBron or a 2023 Jimmy Butler?
Bro, 2007 LeBron is not even
2023 Jimmy Butler.
I mean, Jimmy Butler got a good. Fuck. That's
2023 Jimmy Butler.
I mean, athletically is
if we saying this, look. if y'all saying LeBron is better, and we just saw what Jimmy Butler did in key moments in the playoffs.
Thank you. Thank you.
LeBron, it's looking like LeBron got even less of an excuse.
Wait, hold on.
Well, hold on.
Hey, what key
You
moments
that
out
because
of
that was
outside of that first
LeBron's
round?
4th year in the league versus Jimmy Butler. What?
Hey, Arion, that wasn't his only good offensive game, and we saw that Jimmy Butler is the type of nigga, Arion, where he's gonna let his teammates get shine, Arion. Jimmy Butler can run an offense, and he cannot score no points. He can just steal the ball and facilitate, and Jimmy Butler could win like that.
The series.
Because he don't have to do everything.
What?
No, but that's the thing. No, it may not look like Jimmy's doing everything, but Jimmy's doing all the hard and dirty work.
That's what I'm saying. No, I'm agreeing with you.
That's cap. It was Bam, but go off.
Whoa, defensively, nigga. And let's not act like Jimmy wasn't getting on there on the perimeter with Jason.
He wasn't even. Yo, Jimmy Butler was not.
Burner.
Yo, Jimmy Butler.
Hey, look,
not
the thing is, no.
Out of the first round. What are you talking?
No, Burner.
How did they get past the first? Aaron, no. Hold on, Aaron. How did they get past the first round, though?
No, he had a great first round.
Right.
But one out of the 4 series you played in the playoffs.
Aaron, he didn't need to. That wasn't his role. That's not what they were asking him to do. That's why they won in series in playoff in series 2 and 3.
Excuse for playing bad because he didn't need to.
Playing bad? Hold on. Jimmy didn't play bad. Hold on. Whoa.
Yo, if you're saying Tim Duncan dropped off, Jimmy Butler.
No, Tim Duncan scored 12 and 14 points in game 3 and 4. That's what I said. And he did drop. And he did drop in that playoff series. Go look at his averages, nigga.
Jimmy Butler dropped in the finals. Please go check. He got
Aaron. The difference is Jimmy. Hold on. We're comparing Jimmy to LeBron. We went. Aaron. The difference is Jimmy. Hold on. We're comparing Jimmy to LeBron.
Yo, Vaughn. Hey, bro, who got the echo? That's Vaughn. Yo, Vaughn, mute yourself, bro. Yo, Chaz, mute Vaughn, bro.
I got you. All right. But no, what I'm trying to say is, only thing I'm trying to say is, bro, if you're saying he lost, that's fine. But if you're giving him an excuse for why he lost, no. If you're saying that they had no chance to, if you're saying that they had no chance to win the series, and you really comprehended and watched basketball and watched the series, and their chances
was very low. Their chances was very low.
Just because your chance low don't mean you got a chance is a chance, nigga.
That's a coping mechanism.
I just said in the other live. Obviously, when you get to the finals, you have a chance. But it's about how big
I'm not understanding. So you can't say he didn't have help to win the championship.
No. So if it's about chance,
but I can because the Spurs were a way better.
If we gonna do chances,
a team is always going to be better in the finals. A team is going to have a slight edge, Arion.
No, they're not.
Just like the 2012 Arion. The Miami Heat had a slight edge. What are we talking about?
The team. When you get to the finals, the team is not always going to be better than you. I said
a team is no. That's not what I said.
They're probably going to be better than the teams you face
in the finals. I said a team is always going to be better. I mean,
that's not true.
What I mean by saying that a team in the finals, it's not going to be 50-50.
What about
the team in the finals? Not always going to be the better team.
To the finals, was that team slightly better than him or way better than him?
Arion, that's a lot. A team is always going to have a slight advantage over another team when it comes to the finals.
That's a
fact. What can you name me? How many series have been purely equal? Name, please.
Thank you.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I mean, but what
it's about overcoming disadvantages. That's what
Thank you, bro.
But it's about how big are those disadvantages, though.
No,
listen.
You can't say no.
Listen, Burner.
You can't say no. Don't say no.
It's high risk.
If you say no, you're biased.
It's high risk.
So how big was it? Wait, how big was the disadvantage when the Lakers lost in 04?
It wasn't a big disadvantage.
Yeah, it was. It was.
No. How big of a disadvantage?
Chad, you gonna let him do that? Chad, you gonna let him do that?
Listen, answer my question. How big of a disadvantage was AI with when he faced the other? Okay, then, and he still got a game.
Yeah, and AI and that Sixers team was a top 5 offense,
and he still got a game.
You keep saying, Arion, you're being a stat merchant. You're being a stat merchant.
Bro, that's what Brian.
My point is, these teams you keep trying to compare them to, they were great on both sides of the ball. The Cavs were not.
Not our point. That's not what we're trying to.
But that's my point. You can say You keep saying
the 20. You keep saying the 2013, the 2012 Thunder, the 01 Sixers. These teams were great on both sides of the ball.
Okay. Now let me. I got it, y'all. Burner. I got it. So this is why you have to actually
Shit
watch
is
the game,
crazy.
break it down rather than just look at the statistics and base your point off of the statistics. Because if we go back and look at 2018, people would clearly say it's a wash. But once again, game one, even though I don't think the Cavs were top 10 in offense, go look at the playoffs. In the playoffs, offensive rating, I don't think they were a top 5 offense. I don't think they were. So now let's go deeper. So and they were at a clear disadvantage. But if you're just looking at the names in the game score, you would say, damn, they got whooped. But if you go look at game one, overtime, and they were at a clear disadvantage. That's what everybody will say. Game two. No, because that's why you have to watch the games. That's why I'm saying you have to be able to differentiate and correlate certain statistics because they don't always apply. Because now let's go deeper. Game two. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. 93-94. LeBron didn't score. Game 3, he got outplayed by Kevin Durant. Game 4, he gave up. He walked off the court in the fourth quarter. Come on, man. But if you go look at the statistics in the offensive and defensive rating,
it don't show that.
You would think it was just clearly a wash. Hold on. It wasn't.
Okay, and I got a great rebuttal to that.
Come on.
Yes.
Hey Chaz, that's actually fact. We brought that up earlier, didn't we?
Yes, bro.
Yeah, facts. That's facts. Because I just feel like the whole thing with the LeBron is, bro. Y'all niggas,
it's just too many excuses. Just hold your L.
Thank you, bro. They're trying to cope with his losses, bro. That's what they're trying to do, bro.
Hey, Lee Burner's the type of nigga where this year, let's say the Suns beat the Lakers, and let's say I tell that nigga, I start bragging to him. You know what he's gonna tell me? He beat a 40-year-old LeBron. Congrats.
Somebody called him. Somebody called him. But no, you see what I'm saying? That's why I say when people that's why I don't like how Martha was just bringing up, oh, he's the better offensive team, offensive this, offensive that. And I'm saying, and y'all saw how I was breaking down the games, and he kept throwing me stats and offensive rating. I'm saying, like I said, if you go look at the 2018 series, when LeBron played the Cavaliers, when the Cavs played the Warriors, you would clearly say, if you're looking at face value in the offensive rating and defensive rating, you would clearly say the Warriors cleared them. They have no chance. But when you watch the game, like I said, game 1 overtime, I think the Cavaliers were the only team to bring that Golden State Warriors team in overtime at home in the playoffs. Period. That's one. Game 2, 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter, it's tied 93-94. 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter, it's tied 93-94. Bron didn't make no impactful plays down the stretch. Game 3, he get completely outplayed by Kevin Durant. Steph Curry, Draymond, and Klay Thompson had bad shooting nights. All of them. Kevin Durant outplayed him. He had 43 points. And also you have the Cavaliers giving him good enough production in order for him to win down the stretch. And they at home. This game 3. LeBron James had a triple-double, but he went 1 for 6 from the three-point line. He was shooting bad shots down the stretch in the fourth quarter. And not just that, J.R. Smith gave him 15 points, and I think Kevin Love had a 20-point double-double, I think. So come on, bro. Man, game 4, he just gave up. He was like, fuck it, I give up. And remember he was dapping niggas up off the court? Y'all remember that?
And then he came out and said he broke his hand.
To the back.
I remember that.
Hey, that's not no leadership. I'm not gonna lie.
It wasn't no leadership. It wasn't no leadership in game 1 when JR did. But when JR did what he did, bro, this is why I say the general consensus and people how they look at life and life and reality. The moment some hard hit, they just quit. But when we I got it. Who is that?
I just couldn't. Hey, bro, that nigga dad dunked Curry and said, "Good game." Hey, in the middle of them for that. Hey, in the middle of them for the throw it in. In the middle of them for the throw it in, that nigga said, "Good game."
Yeah,
good
bro,
game.
bro. When they admitted him, he dapped them up, bro. He was like, "Good game, bro." He accepted defeat. Yeah, he didn't dap up. He didn't dap up his team. He went and dapped up Draymond, KD, while the game was still going.
Then that man came out and said his hand was broken the whole time.
He came out there with a cast. I'm like, how you come out? How you come out with a cast? Wasn't that game? Wasn't that game? Hold on, brother.
Hey, we can't funny as fuck, bro.
Wasn't that series? Wasn't that series? He was throwing lobs off the backboard and catching them self lobs. Like,
that nigga's a fraud, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Like
we gotta keep it
real
on LeBron James. We don't give nobody else this type of pass, man. Everybody gets
because what I'm saying is this how you know it's cope. This how you know, like you said, OC gets cope because now if we do this for him, we have to do this for everybody, and if we do this for everybody, the whole NBA history is looking fraudulent.
Facts.
And you can't do that. Like I said. You break down the games and you can clearly see the statistics do not tell you the story. The statistics tell you the finishing touches. It tells you everything that happened. It's a summary. It don't tell you what really happened though throughout the game.
Exactly. So if you read a summary of a book,
my bad.
The full story of a book, you're just gonna know what it looks
what it sounds like and what it looks like from the outside, but you gotta actually watch the game. And they would throw any narrative out there to help LeBron. I'm gonna keep it real, bro.
I'm on your
It's time to
ass.
keep it real, bro.
Vaughn, what you mean by that, Vaughn?
Kick me out the thing. I want to go get the mail.
Bro, no, your shit was tripping, bro.
Go ahead.
Bro,
Hey, this is what I will have to say though. Hey, this is what I will have to say though. Y'all were, hey, bro, I do not dislike LeBron, which makes me get on LeBron ass if y'all LeBron fans. And like I said, I'm fan, but I know KD. Like I said, KD's the GOAT, not the GOAT in my eyes, but KD's my favorite player in my eyes. But like I said, I'm not delusional when it comes to him. So it's like,
no facts, no for real.
Hey, Chaz, let me correct myself real quick. Actually, in the 2007 finals, Tim Duncan led in assists, rebounds, steals, and blocks as well, while being the best defender on his team. So he still played great in that series. And number 2, in 2018, Tim Duncan. What do you mean?
His efficiency still dropped. He still dropped 12 and 14 points. That's what was the original say.
But he still played great overall. So what's your point?
But nobody denied the fact though. Nobody denied
but
that. When you brought up the seals, when you brought we didn't. When you brought up the block
in the playoffs, you literally said that.
And I didn't say that. I said he dropped off in the finals because he did, nigga.
But he didn't. But he played great.
Because he played great doesn't mean Aaron, just because he played great, does that mean he didn't drop? Dumbass.
No. That means he didn't drop.
What? Oh, so just because if your points go down, if your efficiency goes down, that
scoring wise he dropped, but overall he didn't.
Aaron, when you brought up the block steals and shit, nobody said nothing to you. Nigga.
Overall, he didn't drop, but scoring wise he did.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, LeBron fans gonna find some way to make it seem like the other team was playing so good.
They were playing so good. What are you talking, bro? Okay.
But you're not gonna put no blame on LeBron that he played bad. You want to look up every other player that played good, and then you want to say, "Oh, LeBron did it."
You're so dumb.
He couldn't win.
I literally said, bro. I said multiple times LeBron's the main reason they lost. I said that shit 1,000 times.
Okay.
And in 2018, Chaz, in the regular season, the Cavs were a top 5 offense.
I'm not talking about the regular season. I'm talking about the playoffs.
In the playoffs, they were the 7th best offense in the playoffs.
7th. And what were the Warriors?
The number 1.
Okay. So that's a big difference,
and they were the 2nd worst defense in the playoffs.
And who
that's already destruction right there waiting to happen.
And that's my point.
Oh my God.
I got it, y'all, because I forgot somebody called him. My point was that if you just blandly look at the offensive rating and defensive rating of the teams and you see he's at a disadvantage, you would say, man, he had no chance to win the series, and especially if you go down name value. But when you watch the games, like I said, they were the only team in the playoffs. They were the only team in the playoffs to take that Golden State team to overtime at home. I'm assuming. That's one. But just listen. But if you just listen to those disadvantages, how the fuck is Tony Parker making shots on LeBron James? That's fucking pissing me off. If you just listen to those disadvantages all based off of the statistics, you would know that these things happen throughout the series. Like I said, game 1, they had a chance to win in overtime. Game 2, the score was tied. It was 93-94 with 2 minutes left. LeBron didn't do nothing in the last 2 minutes. Game 3, LeBron got outplayed by Kevin Durant. He shot 1 for 6 from the 3-point line and was shooting bad down the stretch, shooting 27-foot threes and missing them. Kevin Durant completely outplayed him. And then on top of that, Kevin Love had, I think he had like 20 points, 8, 9 rebounds or something like that. And then J.R. Smith had like 15 points. If you go on the other side and look, Steph Curry had like 8 points, 10 points. Clay had like 10 points, and Draymond had like 8 points. Like so, but in game 4, he just gave up. He was like, fuck it. He was dapping niggas up off the court and shit. So what I'm saying is, so the statistics in the offensive rating and defensive rating will tell you it's a wash, but you have to watch the series. But you have to watch the series.
Oh, bro, Burner, come on, bro.
That's my point.
That wasn't me.
Oh, I'm about to say.
You get what I'm saying, Burner?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
He said that wasn't me. To get how close it really was. If you just look at the numbers, of course it's gonna look like a wash.
But listen, first off, they were in those games because LeBron was,
and they lose those games because
especially in game 1, they was in that game because LeBron.
And they lost in overtime.
And they lost because of LeBron.
Okay.
That's my point. If you gonna bring us here, family,
And
you
my
gotta.
point is they were in those
That's
games
my point
because
though.
of LeBron.
If you gonna bring us here, you gotta take us through too, family.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
You
We
gotta take
riding,
us
we
through.
dying with you. So,
You gotta
Bro,
take us
I just
through.
think you giving him the props, but then you not trying to
Nigga,
give
when
him
did
criticism
when did I ever say it wasn't his fault?
Yeah, he not saying it's not his fault. I get what he's saying.
Stop saying I'm giving him
Yeah,
props, but I'm
y'all
not
don't generalize. Don't generalize. He ain't said nothing that's.
One say LeBron was the one that came up short without trying to deflect to the team.
Oh
All
shit!
I'm saying-
Here they go. Hey, look.
No, all I'm saying is they
what's
were
good, DA?
they were still at major disadvantages, Chaz.
And
But they were in those
even with
they were in some of them situations because of the best player on their team.
and listen, and they also lost.
Hey, but we just proved to you.
And I completely understand.
We just proved to you though that your logic, the logic you was using, is you can't do that because the hypothetical,
you can't just say
no.
Wait,
that's a fact that they were in those games because of LeBron.
Hey, Chad, when you finish,
no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that you said LeBron did not have the help to win in 2007.
Hold on, Brandon. Look,
he did not. I just proved that shit
2018. My point is that's what I'm saying. They were at a major disadvantage when you look at the statistics. When you look at all those people, when you watch the game,
I got a question when you finish.
It's not as big as a disadvantage.
So now it's all about statistics. The team
Even
with the number, the team with the number. If you do defense and offensive rating, the team that's pushed up the most is the team that wins.
Even if you watch 2018, they were still in those games because of LeBron scoring.
Look, what I'm saying to you is, I could see if they got there. Listen, Burner. Now hear me out. Listen, I could see if they got there to the finals with them playing like a team and everybody contributing, right? But they didn't. They got there to the finals on the strength of LeBron James. So if the games approach down the stretch, you have to take us home because that's what you've been doing the whole playoffs.
Thank you. You gotta close it out, bro.
Thank you.
No, I understand. Wait, Chaz, you're arguing a point I'm not making.
Oh no. I'm saying that regardless of the disadvantage, it was still a play.
Yeah.
Yo.
That Barry's a casual.
I've been at this shit for the past 8-9 hours.
So wait, Barry, you're telling me right now you take Draymond Green over LeBron James all time?
Shamar,
Hey, Mark, Shamar, bro, he brought the smoke to
On my mother's Wi-Fi, yes.
Yeah, that's a casual take. LeBron's
wait, he's taking what, Shamar?
LeBron
not at their peak, but over their career, all time.
Yeah, LeBron's
at their peak, though.
Hey,
you take it, bro.
Wait.
I'm sick of it, bro.
Shamar,
I'm absolutely sick of this fucking nonsense. LeBron's
Shamar
better
Barry
than
was
Draymond.
on fire in the other line.
Wait, Shamar, what did he say?
I said that Andrew Wiggins was the best defender on the Warriors in 2022.
No.
Draymond Green.
What's the take that Barry said?
He said,
let nigga ask me what I just said. Nigga, I'm in here.
Okay. Yeah.
Barry is right there, though.
Hey, Chance, be careful. Barry on fire right now.
Hey, if he on fire, nigga, I'm volcano. Come on.
Nigga, the argument stemmed off it from that was Draymond the best defender on championship teams. We said yes. He tried to say Wiggins was better defensively in 2022, and I said no. And then he just asked me, am I taking Draymond over LeBron defensively? And all time, like throughout their entire career, I am at their peak.
I mean, yeah, I am too.
That's not a bad take, really. No,
hell no.
I am too.
This nigga just chatting and shit. Shamar is disrespecting this nigga Graham.
Oh man.
Hey, Shamar, go back to your 2022 take though, because you was on fire.
He was on fire with that.
Andrew Wiggins was the better defender.
Yeah, it was Andrew Wiggins.
Against Memphis, he was the better, more physical defender. Draymond Green was slow. He wasn't even Against Dallas, he guarded Luka Doncic. Luka admitted that Andrew Wiggins gave him trouble the whole series. He was full court pressing Luka Doncic, who was first team All-NBA. And then in the NBA Finals, he was guarding Jason Tatum, who was first team All-NBA as well too. And he lowered Jason Tatum's efficiency.
They weren't throwing double teams. They weren't throwing double teams.
Okay, but who was the primary POA defender? Who was the better defensive?
They weren't throwing double teams at Luka.
Who was the better defensive rebounder?
They weren't
who was the better
double
shot
teams at
blocker?
Luka.
Who was better at playing passing?
Draymond Green was better at defensive rebounding. Just because Andrew Wiggins averaged more or whatever the fuck you think he did, Draymond Green was still a better defensive rebounder. I don't care what the number says. When it comes to securing a defensive rebound, Draymond Green is better at that than Andrew Wiggins is.
Hey, let me read this.
You can't just say you don't care what the numbers say, though, bro. Like, come on, man.
Nigga, okay, but
Mark, I'm glad you said
it. Shamar, in the 22 playoffs, when Andrew Wiggins guarded Luka Doncic for 46 minutes, Luka was 23 for 48 on 48%.
So he was damn near
and 10 for
50% from the
23
Yeah,
field.
that's
from
damn
the
near 50%.
yeah, it's
Oh,
48%.
damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
So oh yeah, I forgot. We can look at these numbers now. Oh yeah.
yeah, but and Andrew
Luka was
Andrew.
no. Andrew Wiggins made it difficult on him, but
Oh, now Barry want to look at them numbers.
he was cooking though. He was still cooking.
But when he was guarding Jason Tatum for 51 minutes, Jason Tatum was 21 for 56. That's 37 and a half.
Jason Tatum was just shit, and then
Yeah,
that was the
Hey,
only person guarding.
hey, what was the fourth quarter numbers for Luka?
Shit.
You can't
I
look
don't.
at
Hold
those.
on.
You can't look
It
at
just
those.
shows like the overall for the whole season.
Draymond Green's a better help defender,
Won't
better
they let you break it
off-ball,
down
better rim
by quarters
protector,
though?
better
So you
Yeah,
can
I
break
Run
it
can't.
down
that
the
shit
way
up,
you
baby.
want.
rebounder. He's
I
a
can't do
smarter
that.
defender. Like
Come on,
Draymond
Barry.
Green takes all defensive aspects into the point of attack defense and on the perimeter.
And you can
I
also,
give
hey, Barry, you can also argue.
Da, what game?
Hold
What
on,
game?
Brandon. Hold on, Brandon. Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all go. You can also argue, Brandon, that he was a better defender and he was more aggressive on the perimeter because of Draymond. He had Draymond to back him up.
exactly.
Hey, hang on,
On
I
the
got an
back line,
echo.
and then also, Chaz, they want to go round by round.
We
They don't. They don't want to
Kobe
bring up.
and
They
Shaq.
don't want to
Don't
bring
do
up
it.
the
Don't
best
do it,
offensive.
y'all.
They don't want to bring up the best offensive player they faced up in the playoffs, Nikola Jokic, in the defense Draymond was playing
Yep.
on him. They
Draymond
don't want to
Green
bring
did
that up
clutch
though.
steals on him.
That's what I'm saying. Getting clutch stops, getting keep. And we're talking about the best. He's the best defender. He even showcased that in the 2022 playoffs on stopping someone on a 2-on-1, 3-on-1. It's at a disadvantage for the defense when the defense is broken down. We still haven't seen a better defender at someone recovering that defense than a Draymond Green. And even he showcased that in the 2022 playoffs, anchoring the best defense in the playoffs, and that's mainly because of him, not because of no goddamn Andrew Wiggins. Because in 2021, when Andrew Wiggins wasn't this defender that he was in 2022, even the next year apart,
Yeah, I'm sorry. Andrew Wiggins was the better
they
defender on the
they were
team.
a top 5 defense in 2021. And that was because of Draymond, not because of no Wiggins.
That was solely because of Draymond. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And in 2022,
In 2021, In 2021, they were top 5 defense.
They were a top 5 defense. Yes, and that's because of Draymond Green. And in 2022, when they started off in the first 25 games, when they started off 20-5,
it was hot.
Their defense was all-time great, on par with the Bill Russell Celtics relative defensive rating, bro. And that's because of Draymond, not because of no goddamn Wiggins. Stop this lousy ass argument.
Hey, don't Shamar. Hey, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but don't you be doing that same thing to Tim Duncan, talking about like how he had all them defenders around him and shit? That's why he overrated defensively. I'm asking a question. It's a question.
He had a bunch of other great defenders around him.
I feel like the reason that they look even better was because of him, because they could depend on him. Just like in 2020 with AD, like KCP, a great perimeter defender. You got Rondo, he's a smart perimeter defender. You know what I'm saying? Like players like that, they could be more aggressive on the perimeter because they know if they get beat, who they got behind you. Tim Duncan. I mean,
exactly. That's why you see Anthony Edwards just take a jump.
Hey, Barry, we
I ain't even
Shaq right now, Barry. We Shaq and Kobe.
I'm just in the bathroom, nigga. We is Shaq and Kobe.
We Shaq and Kobe right now. Okay.
Hey, let's say LeBron and AD, they better.
Hey, we Shaq and Kobe. We ain't losing the 04 though. Hey, we ain't losing to get to the Pistons.
Nah, y'all still losing.
Nah, we get them up out of here.
Cause I don't got tunnel vision like Kobe yet.
Hey, bro. So 2022, Andrew Wiggins was the best defender on that team. Bro.
Explain how.
No, he was not. Hey, no. Actually, I'm finna cook the fuck out of Shamar. Hey, nigga,
he was a better shot blocker, better passing lanes, better on-ball defender.
Go look at the Golden State defensive rating in the first 25 games, and then go look what happened after Draymond got hurt. The niggas were struggling to be a top 10 defense in the league, coming from all-time great defense on par with the Bill Russell Celtics. What the fuck is you talking about right now?
So wait, now you want to use defensive rating?
Green.
So wait, now you want to use defensive rating?
Nigga, for a team, yes. That's what Draymond Green does. He impacts team defense, not individual defense. That's what Wiggins does. He impacts individual defense, not team defense. Draymond Green will make the team. Draymond Green will make the team's defense better.
Yeah, Andrew Wiggins is a better defender than Draymond
Wiggins is gonna make it. No, he's a better individual defender. You can maybe even say that. I wouldn't necessarily disagree with you. But overall, from a team aspect, impacting that team's defense, basketball's played 5v5, not 1v1. Draymond Green is a better defender. There hasn't been a year where there's been a better defender since the Warriors era has started than Draymond Green. I'm sorry to break it to you.
I'm not gonna lie, Andre Iguodala.
They don't want to go. They don't want to go deeper into to the mental side. Let's not go there.
Oh, because we want to talk about defensive communication.
Yeah,
And how Draymond Green did. Draymond, you can literally watch the game.
I
and
agree
see
with that.
Draymond
I'm not
Green.
gonna lie. I agree with that. That's visible.
You
You can see that.
You could watch the game and see Draymond Green literally grabbing certain.
The
You can
leader
see
on
certain
defense.
him.
Like you can
You
see
can see
that.
him
Yeah.
grabbing certain of his teammates, literally their jersey, and pulling them to the right spot.
Bitch out to me from deep. I'm the Shaq that can shoot.
That's what I'm saying, bro. What are you talking about?
I'm the Shaq that can shoot. I can shoot. It's too bad.
This nigga's stupid. That's what, like, you can. There's times where you can literally see Draymond Green grabbing a nigga's jersey, pulling him to the right spot, and we're talking about rotating on defense. Oh yeah, Draymond Green clears on positioning himself to stop.
In 2022, in the 2022 playoffs, no, he doesn't, bro. You guys are dick riding Draymond a little bit too hard, bro. We're talking about the 2022 playoffs, Barry. That's what we're talking about right now. I don't need a monologue.
Shamar,
I don't need a monologue about the whole totality of his career.
Accolades.
Shamar, I have a question. Why did you bring up Iguodala? Like, what did you?
Because Iguodala was a better defender than Draymond Green in 2015.
Accolades, Robert.
No, he wasn't.
No, he
wasn't.
Once
again, Draymond in the playoffs.
Just because he held LeBron to 36
Russell-like
points,
defense in the playoffs.
Like, nigga, if you go look at if you go actually watch the 2015 series, and you see how many screens this nigga Iguodala was getting buried on with LeBron James, where you just simply know he's going right, go under the screen, nigga, it's not that hard. You can just see how many times where they were actually not throwing a lot of bodies at LeBron James, and he had Iguodala on the island. This nigga was scoring every single time. You go watch Game 5, where there's the most possessions, where there's 1v1. LeBron James had his best scoring game of the series.
Lowe has a whole video about the 2015 finals.
And that's what I'm saying. And I've watched videos, and like, bro, when you go look at the numbers, where Iguodala was actually single-handedly guarding LeBron James, bro, the numbers are so much more different, bro.
Barry, let me say this real quick. In 2022, the 36 games without Draymond Green, their defensive rating was a 112. When Draymond got there, their defensive rating was a 104.
Jesus Christ, that's a -8 differential. Shamar, what do you have to say for yourself?
That's
you know
what was the defensive rating in it? What was the defensive rating that year?
I don't, bro.
Overall,
accolades.
Yeah,
do you forget
for
the beginning of the season?
Let me see.
In the beginning of the season, which 2022, yes.
Yeah, the first 25 games, this man Draymond Green was anchoring an all-time great defense.
Yes, I know. Trust me, I know.
Like, bro, like with Jordan Poole and Steph Curry on the goddamn pool. What are we talking about?
They were the
Barry. You burying him in the coffin. Cool.
Hey. Oh wait, Chaz. Let me say this. Hey, accolades that year.
So what happened in 2022?
Wait.
So
let Burners speak. I want to hear this. Let Burners
accolades that year.
Why were they rated 17th in 2023 if Draymond's is anchored and Andrew Wiggins?
Wait.
What happened this year? What happened this year? What happened this year? Andrew Wiggins only played 37 games. That's what happened this year.
Draymond was first.
Yeah, Draymond played 73 games. How come they weren't a top 5 defense?
Okay, so Andrew Wiggins can't help this nigga?
So Andrew Wiggins was injured for 450 games this year. That's why they were a top 5 defensive team.
Accolades that year they were tied.
Draymond's defensive help consisted of Moses Moody.
Whoa. It's not just
Wiggins. In 2021, he was the sole reason that they were top 5.
Their defense at the rim was really bad. That's why they were so bad at defense this year.
I was gonna say, like,
Draymond's defensive help
even this year,
Moody and Jonathan Kuminga off the bench, and he still
even this year their defense took a jump because they were in 2022 they were tied for the first best defense in the league with the Celtics. They both had a 106.9.
Yeah, because Andrew Wiggins now he
Shamar,
and look what happened.
No,
Andrew Wiggins was the best defender.
It's not because of Andrew Wiggins.
What do you guys want from me? Andrew Wiggins was the best POA defender on that team.
Like, he's literally trolling.
Let me look at their.
He's not the
I
best
really
POA
don't know
defender. You know what's crazy? The best POA. Whoa. Hold on, Bernard.
I was gonna say Gary
the best
Payne,
POA defender on the team in 2022 wasn't even Andrew Wiggins. It was Gary Payne the second. Respect Gary Payne the second.
Yeah, Andrew Wiggins played starter minutes. Gary Payne didn't, bro. You niggas are trying to gas 20 minutes a game.
Please respect GP2.
No. Accolades. They lost GP2 and they lost Otto Porter too, bro.
That's what I'm saying. They lost Arnold Porter and they lost the backup big man. What's his name? I can't even remember. They lost him too.
Yes,
they lost him too.
Yes,
You
bro.
guys are
Come
naming
on,
a lot
bro.
The
of
team
people.
in
Wait,
general
wait, wait.
regressed as a defense.
You guys are naming a
Yes,
lot of
nigga, we're
people for
naming a lot
someone
of
who
people because
Draymond
nigga,
anchored by
because you know this
himself.
is a
I
team
thought
game. It's a
Draymond
team
anchored the team
game.
by
Nobody
himself.
No one
said
said
he
he
anchored
anchored.
it by.
No one
Whoa,
said he
nobody
anchored
said
it
he
by
anchored it
himself.
by
Yes,
himself.
you
No one said he
did.
anchored it by
Yes,
himself. No one
Nobody
said
said
that
that.
did.
shit,
Yes, you did.
bro. No, we
Yes,
did
you
Nobody.
did.
not, bro.
Yes, you
No,
did.
we did not.
I'm gonna
Nobody
play it
said
back.
that.
You
Hey,
guys
look,
Draymond
said
is
that
Barry,
the
about
anchor, though.
Barry,
you
I'm
guys
gonna
said
play
that
it
Like
back.
about
I'm
Dre-
just gonna
2020.
flip.
You guys said
Yeah,
that about 2021.
But
You guys said it.
I do think Wiggins is a big part of their defense
he was.
as these last
He
Yes,
was
couple
he
of
better.
years.
is.
Hey,
How is he
He was
a
the
yes,
better?
better
but like
defender.
Draymond
yo,
is the
Yes, he
main
is.
defensive
He was
anchor.
the better
hey, yo,
No,
hold
defender.
that
up
is
one second.
Draymond.
He's trying to blow
Yeah,
out
hold
the
up,
bench.
hold up. Shamar's initial point was what though? That Andrew was a better defender in the
The Draymond.
2022 playoff run, right?
Yeah,
In
Then
the
yeah,
20,
he
Draymond,
was.
yes, then Draymond.
He
Oh,
was.
I agree with Shamar for that. Actually,
that's not an argument. That's not an argument to y'all in 2022
I
playoff.
agree.
No, it's not.
No,
You
it's
guys are
It's
just
not.
on
not.
Draymond Green's nuts. He got suspended during Memphis, but they're saying he was more impactful defensively than Andrew Wiggins in Memphis. Andrew Wiggins
Wasn't John
guarded
Morant
Luka
lighting
Doncic.
Andrew Wiggins up?
Andrew Wiggins.
I was finna
Andrew
Hey,
Wiggins.
at
say.
the end of the
Yeah,
I
day,
was
because he
finna
was
say.
actually
John
guarding
Morant was
Ja
Wasn't
John
Morant.
was
Wiggins
Yeah,
literally
because he was
lighting?
John was
yeah, he
having
was
his
actually
John
guarding
way.
literally
Ja.
lighting up
Draymond
Andrew
didn't even
Wiggins.
guard
John
Ja.
was.
Yeah, how can Ja cook Draymond when Draymond wasn't guarding him? Because
I
Draymond
said
cooked Ja
Because
Wiggins. I
Wiggins
said
was
wasn't
guarding.
Wiggins.
Wiggins was
wasn't
getting
Andrew
I said
criticized
Wiggins
for that.
Wiggins.
John Morant
second
was
for
fine
Finals
with it.
MVP
And
strictly
you know
off
what?
his defense too?
exactly, Tashi. And these guys are
Nigga, off
casuals.
the
I'm
shit.
not having this
Okay.
yelling match with
Nobody
these
is
casuals.
chatting. What?
It wasn't
Accolades.
his
All
first
you
Wait,
do
defense.
is
Shamar,
Wait,
talk.
hold
that
on,
year,
hold
well,
on.
because
Y'all
Oh,
it's
you
niggas are
guys are
Shamar,
talking
Shamar,
over
don't do
each
that,
other.
Shamar.
I'm not gonna
all
lie,
accolades
nobody
does is
getting their
talk
point
over
across
people,
right
bro.
now. Keep it being.
Yeah, it's like, bro, I've been chill the whole morning, but all you guys want to do
Family,
is
we,
yell.
bro,
So
hold
let's
on,
get
hold on,
into
hold
Hey,
it.
on,
hey,
hold on,
hey!
hold on,
I'm
Shamar.
just
Nobody
saying,
is
this is what
yelling.
we have to
It's
say
5
about
o'clock
it.
in America,
I
buddy.
don't, bro.
It's
I'm
5
not. Nah,
o'clock
I'm
in
just not
America,
gonna listen to
buddy.
what
It's
Shamar,
you
5
guys have
Shamar,
to
o'clock in
say
Shamar,
America.
either,
Shamar,
bro.
Shamar, Shamar,
It's
Nah,
Shamar.
nah,
5
nah,
o'clock in
nah,
America.
nah,
It's
nah.
not.
Who
It's
Shamar,
not the
guarded the
Shamar,
morning
first
Shamar,
team?
anymore.
Who
family,
guarded the best
family,
players on the
family,
other
It's
family,
team?
not. It's
family,
not
Andrew
the.
family.
Wiggins.
It's not the
Who is
morning
the better?
anymore. It's 5
Who's the
o'clock.
Hold on,
better
It's
Barry, hold
5
on,
passing
Barry,
lane?
o'clock
hold on,
all
Andrew
Barry,
day.
hold on,
Wiggins.
Barry.
Who is the better
Shamar,
off-ball
Shamar,
defender?
Shamar,
Andrew
dog.
Wiggins.
At
Who
this
is the
point,
better
at this
Draymond
shooting
is
point,
guard?
literally a
Andrew
better
Wiggins.
Shamar,
off-ball
Who's
Shamar,
better
Shamar,
defender.
Shamar.
What?
on-ball?
Yeah. What
Andrew
is he
Wiggins.
like,
Who's
Mark?
better in
This
the
is what I'm
fourth
talking
quarter?
about. This is what
Andrew
I'm talking
Wiggins.
about. Where Shamar just gets to saying dumb shit.
Look,
Nah,
hold on,
bro.
hold on.
Andrew Wiggins was better in every
Hey, yo,
game. We'll
Chaz
say.
trying to talk to y'all brothers, man. Chaz is trying to speak to y'all.
Listen, listen,
Chaz is
listen.
trying to speak to
I'm gonna
y'all.
listen to Chaz,
Don't,
but I'm not
Shamar,
gonna listen
Shamar.
to these guys. These guys
Don't
been
do that,
talking over
family.
me all morning, bro.
We
I
done
don't care what you
debated
guys
each
have to
other
say.
enough.
It's
Now,
not the morning anymore,
Hold on, hold
nigga.
on.
We're in
bro,
America.
tell
It's
just
5
tell me
o'clock.
why.
Y'all
Oh,
just,
let
Damn,
Chaz
let
talk,
Chad
hold
yo.
speak.
Chaz,
on,
go
hold
ahead,
on, hold
bro.
on, hold
Why,
on.
bro?
Y'all got it. I just want to say this one thing. What I'm saying is, I didn't see y'all debate enough. We done been over here debating and talking hoop enough to know that loud and yelling shit don't mean. Come on, bro. Don't do that, Shamar, man. That's how we talk, bro. We all communicate.
Been chilling the whole time. These niggas keep
Come
on
on,
talking over
Chaz,
me, bro.
Chaz.
what I'm
Hold
saying
up,
is,
though. They
Bro,
gotta do one at a time, though, too, though, so they
no
can hear
Chaz.
each other,
I
though,
don't
bro.
even.
They're not hearing
Bro,
each other.
Chaz.
facts. What I'm saying is, you being chill don't mean that they can't be loud, bro. And them being loud don't mean they're not chill. That's just how people
So
communicate.
then, Chaz, if they're gonna cut me off, I'm gonna cut them off. It's that
All right,
simple,
that's
bro.
cool. Let's communicate.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
communicate.
fine. That's fine. Okay, stop
Not
crying like a
really
little
fine,
girl.
because y'all not gonna get nowhere by doing that. Y'all
That's what
gotta
I'm
have
saying,
order
bro.
to
So
the live,
we
bro.
could
It
just
can't just
agree
be a
on each
yelling
other.
match the whole
Okay,
time. That's not
We
what's
can
up,
gonna
have
work.
Shamar?
order.
Are you
Yeah, we
gonna
My
gotta
sit
have
or
point
are
some
you
is,
not
structure.
sitting?
We gotta get some structure going.
my
Okay, so
point is,
everybody mute their mics when it's somebody's turn to talk.
we can
Yeah, because you niggas were
fuck all that.
monologuing. I didn't
Fuck
say
all that.
shit.
Y'all niggas got. I was say
We can
fuck all that.
communicate. Fuck all that. We can communicate, and you can bounce in every now and then. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Oh
What I'm
shit.
saying is,
I'm
just
just
because
saying, though, Chaz, they not even hearing
Fuck
each other's
all
points,
that.
though, bro. They're not getting
no
no
facts.
point across.
What I'm trying to say to you is, just because you quiet and they loud don't don't mean they not chill too.
Nah, I get you on that point. I'm just saying they do got to hit each other, bro. That's all.
Bro, I'm trying to create an atmosphere for everyone to talk, bro. That's what the
Come
point
on,
is.
let's get it.
If niggas just want to yell, we can all get to that yelling shit, bro. That yelling shit works. That
Well,
yelling
I
shit
know,
works for me too, nigga.
I'm not
the one who's afraid of getting. I'm not the one who's afraid of getting fired, bro. So
Yeah,
I'm not at work.
I'm at work. I'm at work. I can't.
So that's all I'm saying. So
I know you're not talking to me.
But first of all,
you better get this back in the show.
But first of all, I'm not even trying to hear what you guys are trying to say.
I don't give a fuck about this job. Oh yeah, don't get fucked up, nigga.
Man, stop acting like you don't need that job, man.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And I don't even, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
You gotta pay a 30-year rent, bro. You need.
Hey, Reels. Hold on, Shamar. Hey, Reels gonna go live. I'm finna chill with my goddess, bro. I'm finna chill out. All right, I see y'all. Okay.